Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shannon Henry. I'm Delaware County Commissioner. It's March 23rd, 2020. This is the Board of Commissioners emergency special meeting for a passage of a resolution. I have our counsel on the phone, John Brook. I also have Commissioner James King and Commissioner Sherry Riggin, who are also attended the meeting by phone due to the current situation here in the United States. So can you all hear me?
Yes.
John, could you call roll, please?
Yes. Commissioner Henry.
Yes, I'm here.
Commissioner King. Here. Commissioner Reagan. Present.
Make sure you guys talk loud.
Present.
Okay, make sure you communicate loud. I know, guys, this is different circumstances that we're involved in here. Again, we're in an emergency situation, so please bear with us. Again, the topic of the meeting is a resolution 2020-008. I will read that resolution. It's a resolution requiring certain county continuity of services and employees to work remotely during declared emergency. Whereas the President of the United States has declared a national emergency for the same, and the Governor of Indiana has declared a public health emergency for the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak, COVID-19, pursuant to 10-14-3-12, and whereas it is imperative to allow certain county employees to work remotely in an effort to curtail the community spread of COVID-19. And whereas it is important for the continuity of service to the county, its vendors, and employees, and whereas allowing certain employees to work remotely will further help promote the safety and well-being of both county employees, the general public during the declared emergency. And whereas allowances need to be made for those employees whose position cannot be performed remotely as to payment of salaries. Whereas the Board of Commissioners that the following procedures shall be implemented effective March 23rd, 2020 until such time as the emergency from the COVID-19 virus has been lifted. Now therefore is resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Delaware County that number one, the procedures for the approval of claims pursuant to IC 36-4-8-5 shall be waived in the event that regular public meeting of the Board of Commissioners cannot be convened, and the President of the Board of Commissioners, if they are able, and if they are not, then the Vice President shall review and approve all valid claims that would have otherwise been presented at the meeting. Number two, the Commissioners have required some or all of the employees of the county to refrain from coming into the county offices during the time of this national emergency as per IC 10-14-13-12, and for those employees that are directed to refrain from coming to work, they shall continue to receive their regular pay, and this pay shall be determined to be said compensation, shall be deemed to be the emergency stay-at-home pay, and shall be limited to the employee's regular salary in the county salary ordinance without any overtime. Number three, department heads and department supervisors shall implement a plan to allow essential county offices and departments to remain operational, but to also allow certain county employees to work remotely until further notice. Those employees that work remotely shall receive pay hourly and or salaried for their regular scheduled non-overtime work hours subject to the conditions set forth as follows. A, if some or all of the employee's job functions can be performed from home, the employee is expected to perform those job functions from home during the employee's regular scheduled non-overtime working hours. B, during the employee's regular scheduled non-overtime working hours during the emergency, the employee is considered on call and therefore be available by phone or to respond to calls from other county officials and must be available to return to their workstation within 2 hours of notice from their supervisor, commissioners, or his or her designee. Number 5, for those employees that cannot work remotely, they shall be considered to be on call in the event that during the emergency their services are needed. Said employees, including temporary, seasonal, or part-time employees, shall be paid for hours regularly worked. Number 6, no employee may work or earn compensation from any other source during the employee's regularly scheduled non-overtime work hours, i.e. for which the employee would earn emergency stay-at-home pay. Number 7, for those employees that are required to work remotely and to perform, they shall receive their regular compensation as per the county salary ordinance unless they are required to perform services outside the normal business hours of the county, at which time they shall be compensated at a rate of 1.5 times their normal hourly rate, and shall be entitled to be paid compensatory time off for their efforts after the emergency declaration has been rescinded. Number 7, accruals for benefits of calculation such as vacation pay, sick leave pay, holiday pay, and seniority determinations shall continue to occur during the public emergency closings. Number 8, nothing in the resolution shall amend or modify any collective bargaining agreement interpretation therein. Number 9, employees on vacation, FMLA, or sick leave while the county offices are closed to both the public and employees shall be charged with their vacation, FMLA, or sick leave, and at the conclusion of their paid time off shall be eligible to receive their regular income during the course of the pandemic emergency closing. Employees on sick leave, FMLA leave shall submit a medical release form, they shall submit a medical release from their medical provider to qualify for emergency stay-home pay during the pandemic emergency closing. That is the reading of the resolution we are about to approve. Do any of the commissioners have any questions?
I just moved to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve by James and a second by Commissioner Riggin, Sherry Riggin. John, could you call the roll, please?
I would. Commissioner King? Yes. Commissioner Reagan?
Yes.
Commissioner Henry?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's three yeses. The resolution 2020-008 has been approved by all 3 commissioners. At this point, with no further business, I would entertain a motion to recess.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion to recess and a second. John, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King? Yes. Commissioner Reagan?
Yes.
Commissioner Henry?
Yes.
Yes.
That's 3 yeses.
Thank you very much.
At this point, the emergency meeting is concluded and we are at recess.